All right, and welcome to our 2022 MPO Brent Hambrick Memorial coverage here on Crew 42. My name is Zachary, and on the commentator's mic with me, I have Brian Wolf. How you doing?
Doing great. Happy to be here as always.
This is our first event outside of Michigan, and we are so excited to be here. On the card, we're starting off with Corey Ellis. He is a shredder out in this area today.
Tyler Horne from Columbus, Ohio. Had a chance to meet him earlier this year. Very nice guy.
Yeah, local guy, sponsors the event as well. Got Isaac Robinson out of Georgia. He's one of the higher rated players. I think he's the second highest or highest rated player in the event. So he's one of the favorites.
And Zach Arlinghaus, up and comer. Love to watch the young ones throw.
He was talking to me during the round about how he was at Worlds when it was here in Michigan, and he saw DJ. He was in a different age division, but he was watched him play. Said it was amazing. All right,
Hole one, man. It's the most evenly scored hole on the entire course. It averaged just a nick over par at 3.02. Looks like a great challenge at 344 feet with a late turn to the right and well-guarded approach.
So excited to be here for this year. Like I said, it's our first coverage outside of Michigan. Excited to be able to branch out into the Midwest. Huge shout out to the Disc Golf Examiner for helping us out this weekend. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties and lost our drone and all the drone footage that was on it. So they helped us out in getting us some hole overviews for this weekend.
Good stuff right there. Corey's got a smooth forehand. Hangs this one out a little bit wide.
Yeah, accidentally hung onto it weird on his finger. It was a different what he expected. He's way left and OB.
Isaac goes really high, much like Tyler did. Tyler got clicked up. Looks like Isaac's going to be dropping it nicely. Anytime you get donut to move, you did well.
Yep. Good target out there in the fairway. He'll be circle 2.
And Zach with the lefty. Beautiful hole for a lefty backhand.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the lefties play at this course. Have that little variable in play. So here's Corey from way out. He threw it over the little bulge there. Probably 200 feet out from his par look.
What the hell? That comes up a little bit shorter than he wanted, probably.
Yeah, still in circle 2. It's going to be a tough save for bogey there.
Tyler lining one up. Excellent. It's a safe bid. Didn't roll away. Corey looking for his 5 here, if my math is correct, or 4 here.
Yep, going for the bogey.
Oh, it's so smooth.
When you're last year's 100, number 1 in C1X putting, number 1 in C2 putting, I believe, as well.
Yeah, that's just so smooth. Isaac comes up a little bit short.
Good bid from him. This hole just played a lot more difficult than I think the players thought it would have. They all were expecting to get themselves nice and close, but it's a difficult green to kind of attack. Tricky angle with that initial tree right by the pad.
Yeah, and you're going to see it kind of plays true to form with 3 pars and a bogey here, just slightly over par across the tournament in round 1.
It's kind of one of those holes that it'll be interesting to see in rounds 2 and 3 how it plays differently. See if the field adjusts appropriately to it or not. But we're off of hole 1 now. We're going to go over to hole 2. Brian, what do we got going on?
Hole 2 is a beautiful par 4, 489 feet. You're going to want to control your drive, but also attack. This is one of the better scoring holes throughout the tournament. Don't want to go up. Obviously don't want to mash one super far deep into the water. That'd be pretty impressive if you ask me, but still kind of cool.
Just do it for the show.
Yeah, just do it for the show.
The right side does play as hazard, so if you land on the hill right side, you will just throw from there with an additional stroke, but the left is traditional OB.
Tyler throws a nice one, gets Donut to turn around. He's going to be just edge of circle 1 for his eagle look. Isaac ripping this one. coming in a little bit shorter, but he's going to be right on line. Doesn't have anything to worry about OB-wise. Zach with the power lefty.
He's going to hang this one a little farther left than what he needs to. He's got to get back in bounds. He's not going to get there in time. He's going to be OB there.
And Corey looking at it.
This is a very gettable eagle considering it's less than 500 and very downhill. But these guys, you know, they're a little bit of wind today and kind of seeing a little bit of tentativeness maybe coming from the card, making sure that they don't get that early stroke from the hazard or the OB. Zach was way back there.
That was a really smart shot. He kept it really low, didn't let the wind affect it.
Just pick something nice and stable. Yeah, just like a half pitch. Like,
yeah. We take tap up birdies. That's good, Isaac.
Oh, floated up in the wind.
You saw the wind, hold it up there for a while.
That's probably what Isaac was trying to avoid. See if Corey goes for it. I imagine he would. Ooh. Just a touch too high.
And there we go. We got an eagle. Nice putt, Tyler. Blue square. Don't see those too often.
Especially in Michigan. Most everything's par 3.
Yeah, buddy.
Zach, unfortunately, is going to walk away with a bogey there. Corey's going to have his birdie, and Isaac will tap in his as well. Plays pretty similar to the field there, I would imagine. We're going to get ready to go over to hole 3 next. If you've never been to Brent Hambrick Memorial or this event, there is a lot of OB, and hole 3 is no exception. OB lining up this entire left side, separating this hole from the other 2 to the left of it. If you have the forehand power, you want to throw it out wide over this line where you see the person in the drone footage and try to attack into this gap. The trees on the right side can get you hung up, but usually you'll have a little punch out, and there is a drop off behind the basket as well.
Tyler going with the forehand. There's a lot of air on it. Looks like it's going to come up a little short.
Yep. As long as he doesn't like run and miss the basket completely, he should be able to get that birdie potentially if he hits it. Otherwise, it should be a easy par, hopefully.
Isaac looking for the turnover shot here.
This one's risky because of this reason right here. Yeah, it's going to hyzer out really late. It's going to be out of bounds, but he'll be just outside circle for his par look.
We assumed Corey was going to throw a great forehand up there. And look at that. He leaves it 25, 20, 25. Nothing wrong with that. And then Zach, lefty backhand.
Yeah, this favors the lefty for sure right here. The first few holes, honestly, if you're a lefty, you're a good forehand thrower, kind of favors that line a little bit.
Yeah, it was nice to see Zach recover after the drive on the previous hole with a smooth drive on this hole. All right, what a great putt right there. Love to see it. Saving that par. Oh. Tyler doesn't quite get one to stick. Here's Corey with the 2-look. There we go. He already wipes away that bogey from hole 1. He's already under par after 3 holes. Zach looking to get back to even. There we go, just over the rim. And then Tyler's going to tap in for unfortunate bogey. Great Lakes Disc, located in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is a fully stocked retail disc golf store that fulfills all of your disc golf needs. We carry all of the major manufacturers, accessories, and offer player and event sponsorship, along with tournament payout assistance. To learn more about Great Lakes Disc, visit greatlakesdisc.com. Alright, and it looks like after 3, we got 2 at even, 2 at neg 1. Hole 4 is a par 3, 347 feet. Look at that beautiful green. Love the coloration in the summer in the Midwest. And then this basket finishes close to the road, which is OB. So you want to be very aware of that. The creative drop-off and tee area adds a little bit of flavor to a regular 347-foot par 3. I imagine we'll see Corey go forehand.
Probably with that orange force that he likes to throw that a lot. I really do appreciate, too, from the tournament director, who really ran a very clean event. Everyone had a lot of good things to say about it. That they chose the shorter pad position here. Makes the hole a little more attackable for those forehands or lefty hyzers here to try to go for that 2 look.
Ooh, great settle. Right on top there.
That should be a birdie, hopefully, for Zach.
Isaac going for the turnover shot again. Let's see if he cleaned it up from the hole prior. I love it. I love it. Settle in there.
Good,
oh,
good branch hit.
Thank you, Branch. All right, Tyler's got plenty of distance on his forehand.
Yeah. Throws a lot of stable stuff, so as long as he puts it on the right angle, he can get it. And what a forward kind of.
Yeah, I love the ground play there.
We'll take those. Corey from 150 or so.
He did end up out of bounds.
Yeah.
Not afraid to run it, though. Not afraid to run it.
Dancing on the edge there. This is kind of a decision here for Tyler to run this or not. He does bid it. Gets a little bit of chain tickle there, but not able to stick it.
Did settle nicely, though.
That's the risk if you run it and miss.
Great 2 by Zach.
We love to see 2s on this hole. It feels like such a reward. You'll notice as we continue to move forward in this coverage that the first 8 holes or so are very open before we jump into the woods and play a little bit of wooded golf. So these are the holes that these guys are really trying to execute on and get a good, comfortable lead. Some of the guys that were kind of leading the pack on day 1 were sitting around neg 4, 5, or 6 after the first 8 holes or so, trying to get these birdies in quick.
Isaac ended up real close. Hole 5 is par 3, 321 feet. This actually played as the easiest hole during round 1, and then hole 6 played as the hardest hole during round 1. So that's a good back-to-back by the course designer right there. Love the elevated basket.
Yeah, this hole, if you're a righty, there's really no excuse not to execute on it. There's so much open space. Zach's a lefty, try to go over everything. Unfortunately, unable to get over it, and he's going to clip a little bit, and it's going to knock him down short. But even if he does that, he's got a 100-foot little layup to the basket and then tap in. The rest of these guys should be attacking really aggressively.
Great throw there by Isaac.
Got Tyler up next. This looks really good as well.
That settled so nice. It was great speed control, which is so important.
It's really interesting, too, if you ever get a chance to go watch a tournament at this level, like River City, CCR. It's really interesting to go watch these guys throw because the disc selection is so much different than the average guy that's throwing. These guys are throwing zones 320 feet. Granted, it is a little downhill, but they're trying to get that purposely to slow down.
Yeah, Zach went out of bounds, or no, not
just
out of bounds,
short.
just short.
Yeah.
So he did throw a nice one underneath, though.
He's
So tap in 3.
very close to OB, though, to be fair. And again, high praise to the tournament director. Everything's clearly marked. Everything looks spectacular for this event. Pretty toasty in this day 1. Not a lot of cloud coverage for us. So we're going to get the sun on us to start the round.
Yeah, Christy Moore was the tournament director.
Yes, love her. She was doing great things there. Hopefully we can go back again in the future.
Good job, Zach, cleaning it up.
Yep. And like you said, going from the easiest on the day 1 to the hardest. And there's a reason, because the OB here gets very pinched.
So hole 6 is a par 4, 675 feet. You're going to see the pinching, if you will, about to come into play. We've got a road on our left, which is OB, as we fly over the short pad. And we've got a road on our right, which is also OB.
There's a mando tree off the right where the drone went around, and OB comes right along that Mando tree as well, so people who hit it have a really good chance of trickling OB. This play is really aggressive to try to take as much distance off as possible, but there's risk involved.
Oh, saved by the flag.
Wow. Donut was shaking his head at me, and I never knew why until I started editing this, and that's just a crazy flag deflection.
Tyler gets hung up but lands inbounds, which
Yeah.
is key.
Yeah, on this hole, in order to execute, you just got to be in bounds. For a guy like Corey, a forehand's the perfect play. Got tons of power. You just got to make sure you leave it out flat. And he's struggling right now with his forehand, trying to keep that under control, which is very strange. He's an elite forehand thrower on the tour. Hopefully he'll be able to get that back on track. Zach, on the other hand, big power lefty. You just grab something stable and chuck it.
Yeah, this is cooking. Hopefully get a nice little flare.
Mm-hmm.
A little shorter than he probably wanted.
Yeah, and then this approach shot, as you mentioned earlier, with the roads on both sides being OB and it's sitting on kind of like a mound.
Yeah.
So rollaways are very common.
Big drop off behind the bucket.
Oh, yeah. This needs to push through to stay in bounds, and it does.
Boom.
It's 40 feet uphill, death putt, drop off behind it, no biggie.
No big.
Here's Zach. This play for the lefty allows him to kind of hold it out wider left. Unfortunately, oh, stop it. Don't you dare.
Oh.
It dares. OB. There it goes. That's rude.
So close.
That's what the rollaways do here. Corey needs to save this. Get a good shot here to save his par.
Sit. Sit. Oh my goodness. Did he get saved by a flag?
Yeah, he got saved by a flag too.
2 on 1 hole. That is crazy.
Flags were being nice. Not to Zach, but to everyone else so far. Isaac with the benefit of the earlier flag.
Settle, settle. Yeah, that's going to be a great putt for a 3. Love to see that. This is a tough putt, up and over the shrubbery. Great settle by the putter. Smart play.
Yeah, he said he didn't want, this is where you blow up your score, because you go deep of this or do that.
Or you're just Corey and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to smash this real quick.
Holy smokes. Not a putt most of us would ever run. Okay.
And then Tyler's like, I got one too. I can get a birdie too.
They're just trying to have a putt off.
And Isaac's like, I like this putt. And Zach's going to tap in. Boom. And we're already through 6 holes. 1/3 of the first round's already over. Moving on to hole 7. Hole 7 did play slightly over par during round 1.
Yeah, one of my favorite holes, OB on the left side where you see that drainage ditch. Your first shot, you want to be right kind of where this person's throwing in the drone footage right now. Anything a little short of that's fine, but then you have the OB in the long grass here, bordering that really pinches off. And then you have this kind of circle's edge about sized landing zone by the basket. Everything on the woods on the right side has a horrific drop off and plays as a natural OB. There's no actual OB over there, but it always takes a stroke to just pitch out. Do not want to go down there, which Isaac very fortunately did
Yeah,
not.
that was a great kick back out. Tyler going with a forehand. Looks so smooth. Love to see it. That's going to settle nicely.
Corey going back to the forehand. I think this is the smart play for him. He really needs to start dialing this in. And that's the third one now. You see him react off the tee, not what he wants. And he's going to be down that ditch. And that's a really tough spot to be. No good footing, no good outlets. It's all rough. Ooh, this looks wide. This needs to get back quick.
Get stable. Get skippy.
I don't think I know a force more stable than that one, though. It's a Sports Center.
Ah, yes. The Nate Doss Memorial Ace.
Yes, that thing is beefy.
I was lucky enough to get one of those in Bowling Green when they were released back in the day. A lot of fun.
Oh, no. He's going to go OB again. He's not going to move very far forward in the OB line either, taking that left gap, unfortunately, so he needs to limit damage from his next shot.
Tyler with a turnover.
Yeah, this is his buzz. It's a lot flippier than what I would imagine a buzz is. He's going to go right side. Going to get caught up early, though, so he should have a pitch out. Hopefully be able to save that par. Yeah, this looks really good. It's got to sit.
Settle. Wow.
That's primo.
That was fun to watch, Isaac. Thanks for throwing that.
Prodigy throws some good stuff, right? A little flippy stuff. This is a smart play. Real stable.
Yep. Settles in.
Yep. That's a great recovery. 2 OBs, next shot. Just
Tapped
put it
in.
by the basket. Yep.
Corey creating a window over here for himself.
He's going something creative here. Buzz SS. He is trying to get this to sit. He's going to inch it OB, not by much.
Oh my goodness.
It's just sitting on the circles line too, because they painted it part of the OB line. So you can kind of see it way out there. Jumping over to Corey, he's going to save his par.
Yep.
Tyler just had a little pitch out.
Tyler saves his par. And Isaac with the birdie.
Good birdie front. He is
4 in a row, a little ham bone.
Yeah, he is doing really well here. Zach with the unfortunate over par there, but hopefully he can recover here on hole 8, the island hole, 444 feet. There is a drop zone that regardless if you go OB on the drive, wherever you go OB at, you have to go to the drop zone, and then every OB after that is traditional. You just gotta put it in bounds because the drop zone is a guaranteed bogey. No chance you can make it from there without some miracle shot.
Yeah. Par 3, 444 feet. This is a big, tough hole.
It is reachable for some of these guys, like Isaac, Corey, Tyler. All of them can reach it, but the question is, can you reach 450 feet accurately? And Isaac plays it safe. He throws it right towards those trees. There is OB over there. There's like a little creek drop off, but it doesn't really play unless you really turn something over.
Yeah, this is a killer stretch during the tournament. Hole 6, 8, and 9 played as the 3 hardest holes during round 1. So, tough little section of the course.
Fun fact there, Tyler did not mean to throw that flat. He meant to throw that as a big hyzer on the same line Isaac was on, and then it just rode straight for forever. He said he's never seen his disc do that before.
It looks like Corey's going to punch out the back door.
Surprisingly, he's trying to go for basket, I think, with that, and it's a Buzz SS. That's a mush for a Buzz SS. Oh, this looks turned over, too. He's done that a couple times. He needs to get a big skip here to get it back in bounds. Not going to get it.
He's not going to advance very far past that drop zone.
Yeah, you see the drop zone here. This is the place where you have to go, no matter what, off the drive. So Zach looking to just get another up and down here. Oh, he's a little short there. He's going to have a big putt.
Corey with a circle 2 look.
Can never count Corey out from circle 2, but that one's just a little low.
About the same spot for Isaac, give or take. 5 feet. No, just floats it right by it.
Yeah, those are tough bids.
Zach trying to throw in a 4.
Ooh.
Settle.
Don't do it.
Settle.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of hills here, but there's like little drainage ditches everywhere, so you can get a little speed here and there. Tyler with the birdie. Oh, no. Just a hair too low.
There we go. Strong finish, confident putt. It's important to take that momentum to the next hole. And we're gonna get some tap ins for pars here.
Which is probably just fine on this hole.
Oh yeah. Par is below the average score.
And this is the last hole in the open. These guys are kind of cooking. It's one of the hotter parts of the day, so they're looking for some shade, and they're going to get it for the rest of the round here. Jumping out to hole 9 and forward, almost everything is woods or wood related.
Look at this beautiful 408 foot par 3. You got a tree in the middle you need to miss. You want to keep it obviously in the fairway. It does get thick on either side. Uneven footing throughout the whole entire trip. And then finally, once we get into here, we have this nice circle 1 nest in the pines.
It's really funny because they were talking about this all weekend about how would you get a birdie on this hole. That was like the major discussion about this hole. And most of them are like, I don't think it's possible. Outside of a ridiculous forehand maybe. But luckily, Brian's got stats for us, so he's going to tell us if anyone was able to get it. I sure hope at least someone got it.
On hole 9, on day 1, I won't reveal day 2 or 3.
Okay.
There was 0 birdies.
Oh, dang.
There was about half par, and then the other half was bogey or worse.
Yeah. Yeah, forgot to mention that while we're here. If you've ever played here, that right side, 70-foot drop-off.
No, thank you.
Yeah, and it's not marked as OB, so you have to get down there to go through.
No, I'm already tired just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But luckily, maybe after the round, we can swing through DQ, get ourselves a little soft serve.
Man, don't tempt me.
All right, Isaac with the forehand approach. Oh, gets trinied.
Circle 2. 46, 47 feet, I'd say. Zach's in a great landing spot here, especially for a lefty. He's just going to have a throw it on that left gap on hyzer.
Woo!
We like those.
Yeah, I love the good flare.
He's had a couple really good, just like, approach shots today so far.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Like we said, the uneven ground will get you, so good job, Tyler. Good recovery. I think that's what you have to do for the birdie.
Yep.
You have to have a 60 to 80 footer.
Yep.
Fall in.
Corey's got the disc for. He's got a first run undertaker that he likes to throw in this hole. Oh, Isaac nearly able to save his par from there. Just a hair low. Tyler almost losing his footing again, but is going to walk away with him with that par, gray square for him. Fortunate bogey for Isaac. He's been so clean. 5 down through the first 8 holes, which is exactly what you want to do. He's going to take a baby step backwards there on that hole. Or on this hole, excuse me.
It was an exciting front 9 to watch. We had all sorts of colors, all sorts of squares.
Got the rainbow. Going to take a look at an overview here. Corey Ellis at neg 1, Tyler at neg 3, Isaac at neg 4, which is pretty close to on pace for the field right now. Neg 5 through 9 is the hottest at this point. Zach at +4, hoping to try to recover here. Thanks for all the sponsors for this event, as well as the Patreon sponsors for this channel. We thank you guys so much for helping us create coverage. Thank you, Brian, for joining me, and
anytime.
We'll see you guys on the back 9.